Hey everybody, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. All right, I want to look at Tesla here today. Now, this, for a while, it was really struggling to get through 200, and then it did push higher. The thing is, this blue line here, the 150-day moving average, really the stock couldn't get through there. It still isn't. Still isn't through there. It's actually very, very close to the 150 and the 200, which are less than 3% apart. So basically, this is bumping its head on a pretty substantial ceiling with these two key moving averages, and it's already had this big move. So I wouldn't really expect it. I wouldn't really expect it just to blast through. Ultimately, I do think the stock will go higher, but what I was just thinking about today in this, first of all, here's what you do. I'll cut right to the bottom line. I think you got to wait for Tesla if you're trying to take a position in it. If you want to just day trade it, well, I'll see it 9:30 tomorrow. But if you really want to take a position in the stock, I think you want to wait for some kind of an outcome with these key moving averages. It would probably be healthiest for the stock if it were just to consolidate at some lower levels, like below these key moving averages. If it just kind of trades sideways for a while, forms a little bit more of, this little kind of, I'm drawing here, if you're just listening to this little kind of a pennant pattern, and then ultimately takes out these. The thing that was interesting, though, to me was this deal that the White House made with Musk. They say it was with Tesla, but it was with Musk. The deal that they made about opening up Tesla's charging stations to other EVs. Now, I didn't really read the details. Most of the stuff that comes out in the news these days is lies anyway, or fabrication, or whatever you want to call it. So, sure, sounds good to me. But the thing that was really on my mind right away, as somebody who in years gone by has sat at a charging station waiting for one of the hoses to become open, because it's sitting right next to a shopping mall, and so somebody's plugged in their car and decided to go shopping and have lunch. So you kind of sit there for quite a while waiting. Okay, that was then, but this is now. So I'm assuming Tesla's going to, look, Musk did Starlink out of the goodness of his own heart, and he got busted for that. Here, he's not going to just say, oh, sure, you guys go ahead and use them on the house. So Tesla will be getting some kind of revenue from this, absolutely, of course. However, what's going to happen over the next 6 months or year when they start hearing from Tesla owners that say your flipping charging stations are unusable because I've got all these like Chevy Leafs or lightning bolts or whatever you name whatever all those other electric cars are named. I've got all these things in there, and they're taken for damn ever to charge. So there's more customer complaints about stuff like that. Anyway, so I don't know whether that's going to have a longer term effect on Tesla or not, but I don't hear anybody talking about it. Maybe it's just because it's irrelevant and it doesn't matter, or maybe just nobody's talking about it. And by the way, I'm not talking down Tesla. I actually have a position in it. It's not a big one, but I do have a position in Tesla. So I'm just waiting for this to kind of play out. So on the technical side, my stuff with the EV charging stations, that's just me thinking. But on the technical side, if this stock starts pushing through the 150-day moving average, which is currently sitting at about 219, and the 200s at 225, if this starts pushing through most of those moving averages, I think you probably get up to 300 fairly quickly. Okay? All right, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next time.